In the YouTube algorithm, the people are represented by three separate yet equally important groups: the one that creates, the one that views, and the one that just can't help but react. Under Title 17, I am a member of an elite squad, also known as the Special Viewers Unit. These are the stories.
I'm flipping my camera because I'm doing something like smoking, which I never do. I'm not okay, and I have members only because I really want to, hey Lisa, just talk to my people. I'm sure I'll get maybe hateful super chats, but whatever. I hope not. I'm not smoking weed or anything, just cigarettes, which I never do. I just went in the room and took Salah smokes. Like I said, I guess I don't feel like editing a video, but I feel like I kind of feel stupid for doing this and like questioned if I should, but I feel like in the end I think it's like really important for me to express my feelings because I think that they're valid, and I guess I didn't think that they were before. Okay, here goes. I was actually like watching a YouTuber live stream with her name is Grace Thorpe. She's pretty like infamous for being controversial, and she was recently on the Lolcow Live. Like, she was kicked off of Lolcow Live and she was ranting about Keemstar in the show on a live stream. I was fine. I was like, big fan of the show. I was like in the chat just tonight. I was talking to people on like the docket team, show planning team, about coming up and talking with them again and doing a show in the future. And then I was listening to Grace, and I didn't expect this to happen. Something she said, like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Like, it smacked me in the face when she was saying how wrong it was for them to be passing around my OnlyFans new photo and like making fun of it. And here's why. So basically, I consented to them looking at it. When I went on the show, they asked me like Keem was looking at his phone, and he asked me like, do you mind if I look at your, like, basically like that, can I look at the picture? And he was probably already looking at it because he was looking at his phone. And I was kind of caught off guard. I don't think they had that intention. I think they just wanted the entertainment value of it. And because of my past, like 3 years ago, something like this wouldn't have affected me. If it did, I bottled it up. So, for example, back to the story, I'm all over the place because I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this, probably from them too. So I said yes. I said, yeah, go ahead, look at it. I think what Grace said hit me because I don't think I fully processed it. So they looked at the picture. It was a picture of my nether region from my OnlyFans, and they basically like passed it between Keem and Wings, and then that loudmouth Tina. They were all making fun of it as if like if we saw them naked we wouldn't be gagging. But anyways, I realized whenever Grace said that, like, how wrong it was that they were doing that to a woman. I felt I felt violated in a bad way. And what I'm really, really angry at is myself. And you know why? Because it brings me back to 3 years ago that I let men violate me, that I let people access my body that didn't deserve it. And it made me feel like that again, So I just feel really gross. I feel dirty, and I feel just mad at myself that in this instance, when that was happening, and so many fucking times in my life, I never stood up for myself. I was never my cheerleader. I don't give a fuck about myself. I don't care enough about myself. I don't care about my health. I hurt myself every day. So of course I let others hurt me. I don't care. And honestly, it is gross for men to treat women that way, especially a woman wearing a hijab. And the worst part is I didn't tell Salah the full extent of it. I think that he just like basically, kind of glossed over it, because I think if he really listened to everything, he was mad enough. He wasn't happy that, number one, I did that behind his back and I went up on a panel with other men. I don't think he realized like the full extent. I basically just glossed over it and was like, well, he's gonna know now, but he's sleeping. And I had to tell somebody, like, nobody I know is like awake. I just feel gross. Like, I feel gross, and I just blocked everybody from that side of things. And it's just, I don't know. It was just really a dumb thing for me to do, and I take responsibility for doing that. I was really caught off guard when I went up there, and the first thing they asked me was, like, can I see your vagina? Like, it was just really, I don't know. And I know those pictures are on the internet forever, and, I'm just, like, really mad at myself that I didn't value myself more. I know people are going to say, well, you didn't feel that way the time that you were up there. I don't think I really realized how I felt about it. I just kind of went with the flow for the show and thought, okay, it's just comedy. My pictures are out there anyways on the internet. They're going to see them anyways. And I'm not on here for sympathy. I'm just on here to like vent my feelings, because like I said, I think I don't know, I hope it helps me in some way. And it just was like really, really powerful message that, like, you guys probably don't even know who this Grace person is. But just, I think maybe just really inappropriate for a married man to ask like a hijabi woman that, and it's inappropriate for me as a hijabi to be like, I guess, you know, look at it, whatever. But I really didn't really know what to say, you know? Even myself 3 years ago, like when I was doing OnlyFans, I didn't respect myself. Like I didn't respect my body. I didn't respect myself at all. I have the opinion that not everyone deserves access to your body, you know? And that's just my opinion. Like, and that's how I feel. And now I feel, I don't know. I guess I was also like in a bit of disbelief. Like, what? Like somebody like Boogie is making fun of my private parts? Like, what? You know? Anyway, I was just like cleaning up. I couldn't sleep. Salah, of course, is sleeping. And like I was up listening to the show. Like I said, I was like planning to, you know, like nobody cares about how anyone feels online. Like I feel like I just need to take a break from the internet because, you know, it's just all about entertainment. And I just don't feel really good right now. So I just feel really gross. I really am just like shocked. And I think I understand why people seek therapy because I feel like there's feelings that I don't realize I have. I didn't feel like I would feel this way, you know, until I heard her say that. When I heard that YouTuber say how wrong it was for them to be doing that, to be passing around my pictures and making fun of it. And it makes me feel violated, you know? I think because I'm Lolcow status that people think that it's okay to just like do whatever. And I know I said yes, go ahead, you know? And that's why I feel mad at myself for allowing that, like people to do that to me. They've already sent a lot of things lazy. When he asked me, like he was really mad at me because I went behind his back when he was sleeping. They asked me up, like I was awake, you know? I didn't want to wake him up for that. And because you know, in his culture, it's not about them wanting me or whatever. Like as a Muslim woman in his culture, I shouldn't have gone up there with other men to talk about those things. But where 3 years ago in my culture, this would have been totally normal, you know? And I think I just like had a moment where I regressed back into that rule. So I mean, I was in the wrong for even being up there, number one, and consenting to it, number two. And I think that they just were looking at like the entertainment of it. I don't know, but it's weird for like men, married men in relationships to look at that, you know? Like, yeah, everyone has a past, and it's just like I feel like I do need a good break from the internet, like, because like it's just hard. I just need like time to myself. I don't feel too good. Yeah, so I basically just glossed over like what I told Salah, and like English is not his first language. I don't think he understood a lot of the terms and the banter. I think I'm gonna tell him fully, but like what happened, you know. And I feel bad. Like I even explained like what happened with him and I. Like it's just really hard. That's what I don't know my worth, Blacks. I feel like I totally let myself down. And like I feel like I've done that like forever in my life. Just like always let people do whatever they want. You know, and I don't know why. Yeah, I do, yeah. I think it's gross that I don't know, I felt a little ambush. Like the minute I went on there, you have this old legless weirdo woman screaming at you that your bush is hairy. Just, you know, like what? And then they're passing around the picture, and then like, can I see it? Like you would have looked at it anyway. You had it like right there. So I said whatever, look at it. I mean, and at the time I was like whatever, you know, just gloss over it. Whatever, you know. I excused it. I excused my giving permission, and I'm like, why would I do that? Like, why would I do that on my part? Why would I not care about myself enough, respect myself enough to say, fuck you to all of them? No, that's not why I'm up here, so you can laugh at with like from someone like Boogie who hasn't even seen it in like how long? I know it's like, do you know how hard it is to move past your past when people are trying to bring it up every effing day? You know what I mean? Like I really have to give it a memorial and just like never dig into it and really, really just move on and be the person I want to be. And thank you guys for listening to me because I really feel like I don't have anyone right now, you know? The thing is like, I feel like I can't move on. Like, I haven't grieved a lot. I've just buried a lot of feelings from 3 years ago. I know I should confide in him, and I will later. I really want comfort from him right now. I don't want to wake him up. And that's the thing, like, I know he's accepted me for who I am. I don't think he would if I didn't change to become a better person. Like, if I was still high on taking wheelchairs and stuff, like, he didn't like me to smoke weed. Like, you know, he hated it. You know, every time I'd be on live and I would, like, he would know, he would be mad at me for it. Like, you know, the way I was 3 years ago, there's no way. Because he thinks it's self-destructive. He thinks that I'm have potential to be better than that. But he still accepts my personality because I still obviously am, you know, but just gotta go to the vet today for a checkup, like post-op. Yeah, I appreciate you guys just being here and listening, and I know the hate I'm gonna get. Like, oh, she's just like doing it for attention, like she's full of crap. But this is like honestly how I feel. And like, I knew that, Vampira, I knew what the show is about, but I just never thought that that would be like this subject of me going up would be like my vagina, my nether regions, or pics from my past. I think people who pass people's nudes around are just really gross in general. Mary, I don't think they meant wrong. I think they just like, because they like, just before listening to that Grace's stream and coming to this realization, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And just before that, I was in the Discord talking with Wings, talking with another person, docket team member, planning to go on and do shows like on the Lolcow Queens. I was planning a show on that. I was planning on like, I didn't want to audition, but I was planning on maybe doing a show. Wings was asking me to go on tonight or tomorrow to talk about things, and I said, I don't want to talk about anything sexual, blah, blah, blah. Like, I said that in the message. And he's like, no, it won't be like yesterday. And I was like, fine. I was fine. But I wasn't fine. Like, inside, I wasn't fine with that. My intention is not to, like, crap on them. I'm mad at myself for just allowing people to treat me that way. I don't know, Ghoul Abby. I didn't think about that. I don't think they would take the video down. I don't think anybody cares about other people's feelings on the internet. Really, honestly, I don't. Yeah, but they're not showing it, Vampira, so I don't know if that would work, you know? And I feel like I deserve it because I consented to it. But I was, like, literally, like, you know, caught off guard. Yeah, Katie, like, that's what I mean. Like, it's weird. Like, I didn't even know that I felt this way. Like, I thought I was fine. Like I said, I was planning on doing other shows with them just tonight. Then I put on this Grace's live stream to listen to while I was cleaning my kitchen, and because I couldn't sleep, so I was in bed. Like, I was in bed with Salah. He fell asleep, and I got up. I couldn't sleep, so I was in the kitchen and just cleaning around here. And then I sat here and I was like listening. I was taking a break, sitting here, and I was listening. And she said, like, verbatim, basically, they're going to talk about, you know, she was saying this, they're going to talk about me being abused by my father, but passing around a woman's Foodie Beauty's, like, vagina pictures is not abusive. And then I was just like, and then I replayed everything that happened in my head, and it just, like, got sick to my stomach. Like, it felt like a ton of bricks hit me right in the gut, and I was like, I felt cheap, I felt violated, I felt bad for myself, I felt mad at myself. And I know I seem dramatic, but, like, I don't want to ignore my feelings about it. I don't know, ECP. Why do you guys think I should ask for it to be taken down? Or, like, my portion cut out? Yeah, but they're going to say that I did. That's why he asked me. Like, when I think about it, I see what he did. He's, like, being smart about it. He asked me first. Which, like, I know, like, what happened with Salah and I happened, and you could go back and say, well, he did this, blah, blah, blah. But it's weird to me that a married man would, like, ask. I don't know. I don't know if he knows to the full extent. I don't think so. I think he would have been a lot more upset. But, like, at the same time, those pictures are out there for anyone to look at. You know? The big toothless tuna. She really is such a bitch. I'm sorry. I couldn't do a show with her. Anyway, like, holy fuck. And this same loser says I'm vile. She had the nerve to you're just nasty to women, aren't you? All you do is yell and scream at the friggin' women that come on the panel and make fun of their... Are you kidding me? But you know what? It didn't really bug me as much from her because, like, I guess she's a woman. I just thought it was weird, you know, 3 married men, you know, passing it around and, like, laughing at it. Like, are you kidding me? Like, Boogie is, like, taking bubble baths with rubber duckies with a fucking 19-year-old, and he's, like, 50. Or she's 20. Ooh, sorry. Like, give me a break. Yeah, I don't want to smoke any more cigarettes. I wish I had shisha, but it won't hurt to ask Keemstar. I don't really want to talk to any of them anymore. I already blocked everybody. It would be cool if they could remove my portion, but I don't think that will make much of a difference because it's already... whatever. It's just that I just wish I didn't do it. I don't think I realized, like, how bad I was hurting. How bad I am hurting. I guess I just feel sorry for myself. It makes me feel like they look at people like they have no value, especially women, you know? Even think I want an apology, that's fine, whatever. And if they did, whatever, I don't care. It's not... It's just that I'm just... I should respect myself more in general. I never did in my life. I don't now. And to a degree, they're right about that, but I don't think that I expected, you know, the minute I get up there for them to be passing my nude picture around and having it made fun of by, like, 500-pound men with bigger tits than me. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just a little bitter, I guess. It makes them money, exactly. So many people do things on the internet for money without regarding the feelings of the people that they're doing it to. And that show is no different. I don't know if I would have a case Vampira because that's why he asked me that. You know, he probably asked me that to, not for respect for me, but to, like, get out of any legal implications. Like, you know, yeah, money is way more important than values, exactly. And that's why, you know, after I was on the show, I made that video why I want to audition to be a part on the show. But because, like, there's no amount of money that is worth your values, people. I'm telling you, it's really true. People would say, why wouldn't you go on the show? Don't you want money? And, like, I was planning on going back on, like, to do a show on the Lolcow Queens, not to be a member. I didn't want to audition as a member, but, like, maybe to do a show if they would compensate me for it. But I didn't realize I felt this way until just now. I felt like I had to say something. It happened publicly. I felt like I had to say something publicly. I'm actually looking forward to telling Salah how I feel about it, because he's one of the people in my life. Like, I know we've had our bad moments, but I feel like he does really care and love me. And, like, even if I have a tummy ache, he's like, he gets so worried about it. Like, do you want me? I'll go to the pharmacy, get you something. Like, he's just so I know if I'm hurting for this, he'll listen, but he'll get really mad. Not at me necessarily, but yeah, my tummy's been shit the past few days, a couple of days. It's been really bad. The first time it started hurting, it was like I was sleeping and I must have had a really bad tummy ache in my sleep because I was dreaming that I was, like, in an area where there was, like, a reception, and I was like, I need to use the washroom really bad. And then I woke up and I had, like, not to be gross, but diarrhea. I would go to the bathroom, be in the bathroom with diarrhea for, like, 15 minutes. And the minute I would stand up and walk to the bed, the pain would come back and it would just be like water for, like, the whole day. And it just wore me out. I was like, ugh, like, the whole night. I can't remember if it was day or night. I'm just, like, really distraught and messed up. Yeah, and I ate more than I have been today, Gulabi, and it didn't... The McDonald's wasn't a good idea. So, anyways... Ew, cigarettes are gross. I'm hot, I'm miserable, I can't sleep. I don't feel like finishing my chores. This too shall pass. I think I am going to just, like, make, like, a whole bunch of, like, write on a whole bunch of papers, like, things I hate from my past and just like burn them in the fucking desert, including swearing. I don't like swearing too much. I feel really violated. Like, who the fuck do these people think they are asking to see those pictures? Like I said, I know we had our slip up with what happened between Salah and I, but if he was like online asking to see that, like in front of like all these people, I would kill him. Like, like their wives are just okay with that. I don't know. It's just weird. No, I haven't fully burned my past bulging eyeball. This is proof of that. I haven't forgiven myself for it. And yeah, the haters have it, but they can't weaponize it against me if I don't like them. How stupid is it, you know, to hold someone's past against them when they don't live there anymore? They don't live in that past. He didn't want me to ever go back on that show. Like, I was like, well, trying to bring up points to him, like, I could make a lot of money. And he was like, I don't give a shit about money. You're not doing it. He didn't want me on any of those shows. He cares more about me as a person and my personal growth than the money. He doesn't care. So, thanks, Vampira. I really appreciate you guys. Like, I know you're like on the internet, but you're real people and you're good people. Like, and if there was no good people in my corner, I don't think I would ever be on here. Seriously, like, I don't. No, things are fine, Tawny. We don't have to leave. If that ever changes, maybe, but I'm not worrying about that now. I'm more mad. I want to really emphasize that. I'm more mad at myself that I didn't respect myself more. No, I don't want to collab anymore. I just want to just ease and just be at peace. Like, I really don't. I know I really don't care about the money. We have enough money to live a pretty decent life, and I don't care. I just want peace. I feel like I'm getting older, and I just want to, like, for me, what would make me feel so wealthy is if I can get healthy, like, you know, and I don't think that that's going to happen physically until I fix my brain. So I think it would be good to look into, like, some kind of therapy. It's just, I don't feel like they care. I can't get over that feeling. I don't feel like they give a shit. They don't have to, I guess. If they can just help you deal, you know? Or make me realize things that I'm bottling up that you know, like I was bottling this sentiment up. I didn't think that it would ever bug me being on that show and what happened. I think until I really am living a clean lifestyle for a long time, you know, people are just always going to know me for my growth story times. Yeah, you have to be a member to be in their Discord. It made me think of my past because they were bringing up my past, and it made me feel low like I would in the past. Like, becoming a hijabi and like having faith in God, having faith in something. Thanks, Teardrop. Yeah, I should. There's no Foodie Beauty Discord, no. I guess like covering up, when I used to expose so much of myself, it's literal, but it's also symbolic. Like, I feel more respectful of myself, and made me realize I don't think I was okay with doing that stuff in the past, you know? Honestly, I know it's like so weird for my audience when you've been following me since my messy days to hear me say things like, I just want to live a simple life. I just want to have lighthearted fun. I just want to serve God. And I feel like I've been doing a really shitty job at that, like, in a lot of ways. Metformin, it doesn't help. You know, I know people don't think that I'm serious about my faith, and I am. It's just not easy becoming a better person. You know, putting on a hijab doesn't change all that, like, overnight. But I do, it's something that I want in my life. I want peace, and I just want to serve God, and I just want to, you know, be with family and things that matter in life, not all the shit I used to do. None of that matters. None of that's gonna matter. It's hard realizing how you feel inside. It's crazy how the mind just just erases things to protect yourself from these feelings. What am I doing today? We have to take Julia to the vet. At my I don't go with him. He goes to get my medications for me every 2 months from the pharmacy, the hospital. I need my medicine. So he goes to see the doctor for me. There's honestly, you guys, the Beezer Army, you guys are amazing. I really appreciate you guys. Like, seriously. You're there for me, you know. I guess, like, my family is too. Like I said, I don't like burdening my family. Even though, technically, I know that anybody can see this. I doesn't feel that way. Unless I tell them in person. It's so weird. And I just feel sorry for myself. Like in a weird little girl. Like, all the way back to when I'm a little girl. It's like when things like this happen and you feel devalued, every single thing that's the way someone's treated you, that's like somehow traumatized you, like, it doesn't have to be like a huge amount of abuse, for example. But you remember, like when those people threw the tomatoes at me, when you remember when people do something, or like somebody saying something really awful to you as a kid, like sometimes you remember those things. And it just made me think of all those bad things, and I just felt really sorry for myself. And I felt like I should have stuck up for myself more and loved myself more and valued myself more. And I didn't, and I let myself down, and I let my husband down, because it's just not appropriate what I did. So I was gonna get my meds. I'm not gonna go. He's just faster. He has to walk around the hospital, just, you know, then all the way to the other side of the hospital, pharmacy, blah, blah, blah. He'll just get it done faster. It's so weird that he can just go see the doctor for me. He just brings my ID, and it's been on file that I've been prescribed these things, but he'll just go see the doctor for me, like, as my husband. And like, if you're married, your husband can do that for you sometimes. I want a carrot and dressing and a little cheese. Nah, what's up, Doc? Oh. Don't break your teeth. I'm tapping out. I'm gonna have a small one more, and then I'm never smoking again. It is exactly 10:30. I gotta be at, like, I haven't slept, and his alarm is gonna go off at 11. Hi, Mama. Hi, Mama. You look like a little freak of nature. That's true. Vampire, I admire that in you. Menthol watermelon flavor, which we don't have in Canada. Whoa, look how big my eye looks. Oh my gosh, look at, it's gotta be filters, look. Hey. I know I don't like cigarettes, but ow. Carrot is stuck. I feel bad if I don't go. I feel like I sit in the back seat with her and comfort her. Aw, she doesn't know what's coming. She hates going to the vet now ever since she had her surgery. She used to be okay with going for like checkups. She would never get scared to the point where she would pee. Even getting her nails cut and her grooming, she was never scared like that. But now since she's had her spay, she hates going out. And I feel so bad, just like with the cone. But she has to go. It's for her own good. You know, she has to go. I love nighttime also. Teardrop, we're like, you know. Ew, cigarettes. Oh, wrong hand. Ew, cigarettes. This one smells like French dressing. I hate the hand cigarette. The butt. And you know, like the fiberglass feeling of the filter? Oh. I don't know what I smoked. He'll be okay if he goes alone, right? Yeah, he will be. I'll just stay in and sleep. I don't feel well. I have anxiety. Okay, Corvus. Yeah, I'm gonna go too. I appreciate you, and we'll see you later today, maybe.